Hello, this is Johnny B. Bad, 6661, John F.K. Page again. This is one of the reasons why I'm pro-abortion. In certain circumstances, or in certain, all circumstances. Uh, even right at the time of birth. But anyway, I got some. When I was down in Tennessee with my cousins, my cousins dropped some news on me. I was talking to them about how I had a learning disability and all other shit. I can't do nothing about that now, but anyway, they told me, they advised my mother, because my grandmother had a learning disability and she was a little slow, that it would, and my mother being a little slow and she dropped out of school, that she would pass that on to me, and my grandmother and other people talked to, and my cousins talked to my mom not to have me, not to go through with the pregnancy or try to get pregnant with me. And which I think was a wise idea. But she went ahead, got married, and had a child. Anyway, me. Unfortunately. Fortunately, but unfortunately. And if they knew they had that kind of problem, my grandmother, and my mother knew had that kind of problem. She shouldn't have went through the pregnancy. She should have had an abortion. But that wasn't allowed back in 1960. It wasn't allowed back in 1969, I don't think. She did it back alley style with a coat hanger. Nevertheless, I'm here, and it showed up in my school. So, as I was growing up, I had a hard time sitting down in school, hyperactive, so on and so forth, mild learning disability. So they put me in Lafayette Clinic, tried to figure out what was going on with me, and they couldn't figure it out. So I had hyperactivity and couldn't concentrate and whatever. And then they took me out of my mom's custody for a while, I guess, and put me in a Sarah Fisher home for children for about 2-3 years, I think, maybe 4. I don't know. I think it's closer to 4. 2 or 3, maybe 4. I don't know. Lost track, Matt. Hell, I don't even have photos of my school pictures. I don't even have my school pictures from my childhood, so I ain't fucking worried about it. No good memory there anyway. But if they knew I had that kind of problem, then my grandparents should have stepped in and took over custody of me, or my cousins should have took custody of me, or my uncles down in Tennessee, aunts, uncles, whoever, should have stepped in and said, no, you're not raising this child. And come to find out, my mother, one of my cousins told me my mother might have been into drugs too, which is pretty fucked up. Hope she wasn't doing drugs unless she had me in her stomach, which would be even more fucked up. She's already got a learning disability herself, doing drugs while me and her inside her, which is even more fucked up. Passing that on plus learning disability. The lead paint didn't help either, I guess. Bunch of fucking pieces of shit. Piece of shit ghetto people pushing drugs on people. And I can't do nothing about that now. That's all water underneath the bridge. We shouldn't have been underneath the bridge in the first place. As I was growing up in the educational system wasn't too good either. I was in the Detroit public school system. They couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on. They didn't even put me in any type of program to figure out what was going on with me. They just pushed me off into special school. I had to drop out too because I couldn't do the work. I wanted to become a combat jet pilot for the U.S. Navy, but they fucked that all up. I can't do nothing about that now. This shows you how fucked up the school system in this country is. Parenting, school system, and fucking law enforcement. Ain't worth the fuck either. So I had to drop out, and they left me struggling. So I finally got my GED at 30. They finally down in Wilmington, North Carolina. Kind of late. I think it was 30 or 40. It was 2001 when I got my GED. So 69, 79, 89, and it's basically 30 years old when I got my fucking GED. Had to do things to survive too. Had to put things on the back burner. Well, the way I feel right now is just my opinion. The school system in this country is a fucking piece of shit. And especially in the urban areas. As far as I'm concerned, this is just my opinion. If Russia wanted to nuke this place, hit the reset button, so to speak, then go ahead. They go launch nukes at this fucking place, blow it off the base, start from scratch. Fucked up 200 years ago, too. 250 years ago. Fuck. Damn ghetto people and their damn drugs. Yeah, pushing on other people. Fucking stupid bitch of a mom too, but anyway. Ain't even know about that now, just gotta move on. Have a good one.